Okay, we are recording. This is a happy patient from Iowa, an engineer by trade, which I always enjoy dealing with precise people. You are precise, I guess. An unusual situation, bilateral midvitreous fibrillar clumps. And to explain that to a person who doesn't understand my lingo, they look like big cotton balls suspended in the middle of the vitreous gel and sort of suspended in there by spider webs, you might say, that are like bungee cords. When you move your eye, it'll whip out of the line of sight, but it goes right back to the same place. So we started with your worst eye. And your problem was, explain. Well, first of all, explain what the other doctors up north said.
Yes, I mentioned I had a sudden onset of floaters. That was 2 years ago, and they were worried about detachment and such of the retina. I had no flashing, and they said I would get used to the floaters. They were significant, though. They really interrupted my ability, my left eye, to contribute, especially at night driving, distance vision. So. I wasn't satisfied with it, so I did start to investigate a little bit about that.
What I am going to do right now is see if I can actually turn on this video while we're doing it. And this is your case.
It was incredible.
What we have here is, I probably should splice in what we've got, but it was really, really amazing stuff.
Yeah, seeing it in the video was like a veil.
Yes.
It's very much like what you described. And it was amazing. Looking at the video, especially shooting those strands and being able to pull that mass to the side, so it's no longer in my central vision. It was astounding.
Right. And did the doctors offer vitrectomy to you at all?
No, they did not, and I would have refused anyway, given how invasive that is, and you're nearly guaranteed a cataract within a couple of years, and that was not a good option for me.
Yeah, at your age, we would be guaranteed cataract, pretty much 100%. So we did 3 laser sessions on each eye, something
3
like that.
On the right, 4 on the
here
left.
Here we go. Here's our.
Yeah.
This is a fibrillar mass. It looks like a giant cotton ball sitting in the center of the eye, and if you can't see behind it, you can't see through it. And there's the little suspending strands. And we're using a little tiny bit of laser energy to cut spider webs. And I guess that's what we are. Spider webs, water, and a few little cells that actually are self-aware. But we did this several times. We got that out of the visual axis. In your case, I elected to leave some of it in the periphery because we don't want that to cause any reaggregation. But your reading was disabled before, right, in driving?
Oh, indeed. Reading, and just a month ago, very sudden onset of floaters in my right eye. And since I've stopped driving at night, my depth perception and night vision was severely impacted.
And that certainly spoils your young, wild lifestyle.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it's astounding now and I noticed it first in low light. I went back to the hotel and I had good low light contrast vision again. And then I'm an avid reader, and it was so much easier now to read without having to jog my eyes around to get the floater out of the way. It's fantastic. I still have floaters, but they are not in the central axis of my vision.
Right.
And that will and has made all the difference here. So,
right.
I'm very grateful for the skill set that Dr. Giller has. It's not empty flattery.
I know, and I enjoy doing this. It's like
it makes me sad too that there's only a handful of others that do this, given the low risk and the tremendous outcome potential here.
Right.
That's astounding to me.
And sometimes it's hard to convince somebody who's a physician and extremely scientific minded that the patient is not having some placebo effect, and how do we measure this? But the bottom line is we've been doing this for 20 years. Ask the patient. Patient selection is really critical, and understanding where you're going to get with it determines the level of success, obviously.
Very much looking forward to going back and sharing this with my doctor at home for a follow-up checkup and such.
Absolutely.
It's really astounding.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much, and
Thank you, sir.
good luck. And it's January 2015.